Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Two Guys, Two Beers podcast. I'm your host today, Phantom, and with my co-host,
Max.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Just watching out for these wildfires. They're getting closer and closer to downtown Denver.
Are you going to have to leave anytime soon, or you don't know yet?
I mean, luckily I'm on the opposite side, but I'm watching them slowly come across. And so,
Sound like you may be coming to Georgia a little bit sooner than what you wanted to.
yeah, maybe. You never know. I'm just hoping it keeps itself away from me.
Understandable.
I ain't trying to pee on no fires.
I mean, or hopefully you got the right insurance because your house burned down. May not get nothing back.
Yeah, let's hope so. Probably a good idea. Might have to call my insurance agent.
I mean, right now they probably not going to do it because you're kind of too late to, put fire. Plus, if you put fire, it could be a wind thing. Who knows? I never know with insurance. Insurance is the biggest scam ever. I'm going to keep saying that every time on this podcast.
To all insurance companies, it will never pay us now. But it's cool. We'd rather tell the truth.
I mean, it's the biggest scam. You pay for something. When something finally happens, it raise your rates. But let's say for 12 years, I stayed with this one company. And I never got a car accident. But I got a car accident when I was 12 years later. And next thing you know, your rates go completely up for no reason. But they show us 12 years. When you don't get in a car crash, they never go down.
Yeah, very true. I mean, you never know.
I mean, they go down a little bit, but not. I'm like, oh, wow. Look at you. You're a great customer. We're only going to charge you $20 a month.
Yeah, some of them now give you money back as checks whenever you don't have accidents. But then I feel like as soon as you do, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, we're going to need that shit back. And then you're going to have to pay us $400 extra a month. What?
Pretty much. Or they're going to drop you from the insurance.
Yeah. That could be like my insurance. They still be charging me for shit that I don't have. That's always wonderful.
Oh, that's more your fault for not calling them.
Shit, I did call them. I canceled it.
That's your fault for not looking in your bank account and notice like, hey, they taking money out every month.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the whole one charge. I was just like, hold up. I sold these cars months ago. Like, what the hell?
Must be nice. All right, so we're going to go to our first topic about the volunteer in a COVID clinic trial dies.
Yeah, so apparently one of the volunteers died, and they're not really releasing a whole lot of information, which is kind of scary.
I mean, all they told us was it was a Brazilian man in his 20s, and they didn't say if he had the actual virus, like the actual vaccine, or if he had a placebo.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of worrisome, because I don't know, to me, I feel like they really should have stopped it and then figured it out and then kept going.
They cannot stop this. Brazil already said they want about over 100 million doses of the potential COVID cure.
I mean, I get that, but again, I mean, if it's killing somebody, even if it's only a 1%, that's still 1% of the people that take it.
I completely understand. I've been saying we're kind of rushing this vaccine a little bit too fast, but everybody want to get the vaccine so they could go back out and do everyday life.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, even if it is 1% or even less, it's not worth killing people for it. I feel like they should really stop their trials, make sure that he did get the placebo, and figure out exactly what did happen after the autopsy, and then go back into their trials if it wasn't the fault of it.
So we're gonna be in a real world that they're gonna keep going until more than 20% of their people die. Then they're gonna stop it.
Yeah, they're gonna chalk that shit up regardless to something else. They'll be like, oh, he was eating a bag of Cheerios, and
they're just gonna say he had the placebo and he died from
natural causes.
Pretty much.
That's what I'm saying. They're just gonna make up some bullshit. They'll be like, oh, he farted in his room and he didn't have enough oxygen and he died.
Or they're gonna say, hey, he was eating oxycodone with taking the medicine and it messed up. They're gonna try to make some crap up.
Shit, probably. I don't know. Let's hope everybody else has better luck. I mean, now, especially after reading this, I'm kind of with you on. I'd probably wait and not be the first people to take this shit. I might wait until later.
I always said it's just like anything. The new phones, the new game systems. I always wait until the first update. After the first update of also known as the first guinea pigs that get this stuff, that's when I'm really gonna come. Because until then, I already know all these first clinical trials, it's still gonna be trial based. I'm just letting y'all know. Y'all still gonna be part of the trials.
Yeah. And it's pretty much just like Apple. Look at Apple over here and releasing the new phone, and I'm sitting here looking at it, and I'm just like, what's different? Like, what are you really selling me? For real. Let's be honest.
I mean, that's why I'm keeping my phone, because I don't see the point. Like, if you're doing an upgrade and I see a difference, I understand. But if I don't see a difference, and also people joking around and say, hey, y'all not going to put a charger in there. When I heard that, I'm like, Apple, Steve Jobs is rolling over in his grave right now, looking at how y'all just releasing the same thing over and over again.
Well, I mean, why the fuck don't they put the AirPods in them? Like, or come on now. Like, you're really telling me for as much money as they already make on this phone, they can't put that shit in there?
I mean, you might well, because everybody need a pair of AirPods. And that may make it more a reason to buy a new phone. Technically, because I know I would have bought a new phone just to get a new pair of AirPods.
Hey, you see those new Pros that came out with? That's just dope. You can walk to get a shower with them and everything.
See, yeah, because I ran through like 2 pairs of AirPods so far from working out, sweating, because I sweat a lot. And as Max would tell you, when I my AirPods now, you can't really hear me when I talk on them.
Yeah, you really can't. It's pretty bad. Like, half the time it goes in and out, and I'm just like, yeah, dude, I do not know what you're saying.
Secretly, he don't tell me. He just like, yeah. But I completely, like, that's why for the most part, my AirPods now is just for listening to music.
I mean, even then, I have a lot of problems. Like, the biggest problem with mine is, like, dude, I hate the case. I really hate it. Like, no matter how many, like, I clean it with Lysol wipes, Clorox wipes. I've tried cleaning it with pure alcohol. I've tried cleaning it with 190 proof alcohol. And for some reason, it's like it molds. It molds in my pocket. And I'm just like, how? How is it getting mold?
I don't know about yours, but mine just got dirt. But my dirt would not leave. I don't know what type of, like, compound they using to, like, keep this dirt.
Well, maybe it is dirt. I don't know, but, like, there's little speckles of shit stuck inside the case where it closes, and I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, that's dirt.
Oh, yeah, but still, like, how's it getting there? Like, it's in my pocket.
I mean, first, you have your...
And why won't it come off?
I mean, that's my biggest question. Like, Apple, what did you do? Like, first you have your, like, ear racks, because no matter what everybody say, your ears are never 100% clean, so you have ear racks that come out, plus dirt in your pocket. See, in my case, I understand where a lot of my stuff comes from, because I drop my AirPods a lot. Like, my AirPods go through it. I get my full amount of money out of it.
Yeah, you know me. I barely even use mine. Like, I mean, they might get used twice a week.
No, mine get used every day, on the day. And when I'm not losing my AirPods, I'll bring out the old school wire headphones.
It's because you chat too much.
I mean, no, I just, it works 24/7. It's just like easier. Listen to my AirPods, listen to music all day, and then, like now when I have to talk to people on the phone, I just put my wire cords in. But for the most part, if I listen to music, I'm just listening to my AirPods.
Yeah, I mean, don't be wrong. I like AirPods, but like I said, that whole, I don't know. To me, I want my shit to be clean, and I can't handle that shit. That stuff gets stuck to it, and it drives me nuts.
I try not to think about it, because the more you think about it, it will drive you more and more nuts.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just thinking about it's making me twitch over here.
Well, let's go back to talk about the volunteer that died, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I just think it's crazy. It's like they didn't give him no type of information. They just said he's in his 20s. It's a Brazilian guy, and they're like, we don't know if we gave him placebo or, well, they know what they gave him. They just not gonna say it.
Oh yeah, I mean, they're definitely not gonna say it because they don't want to have the trial stopped. So, no matter what, it's all gonna be a cover up, and we'll never know the actual real truth until they actually start releasing the vaccines through all these different companies. And
I mean, that's my biggest fear. Like, you get the first vaccine, and you pretty much, they just say, hey, yeah, we have a 90, I forgot what percent do you have to be before they able to sell it to the public.
It's not that high. I want to say it only has to be like 50%.
Oh, I thought it had to be 75.
I don't believe so.
But, yeah, they're going to be like, yeah, we got this percent, so let's sell it to the public, and then y'all going to be the first people to get it. It's going to be guinea pigs again. Oh, yeah, we still doing the trial, but we not doing the trial.
Yeah, I mean, look at Russia. Whenever they announced that they had some hope and praying vaccine, and then like people really looked into it, and here come to find out their whole trial was over 70 people. I was just like, hold up, what? And that's what everybody was just like, wait, hold on, you're claiming you found a vaccine and you only tested it on 70 people? And then just magically, I haven't heard anything about it again.
Of course, because after everybody heard what they said, it was like 70 people. Like, what?
Well, I can't believe that the President Putin gave it to his daughter. And I'm just like, whoa. Like, I'm sorry.
First off, they probably gave her a placebo because they were like, yeah, President Putin was like, if my daughter die, I'm going to kill y'all. And they're like, yeah, we just need you to put placebo.
Yeah, probably. I probably shouldn't diss on Putin, and we won't be able to go to Russia either.
I mean, right now we on a hit list for China.
Yeah, for sure.
Insurance companies.
Yep.
Thanks to you, we got on Russia hit list. Let's see who else. I mean, we just want to get on everybody's hit list. Right, we can't travel anywhere.
Pretty much. You can go to Canada. They're gonna be hating on us.
Well, at least we still could go to West Virginia.
Yeah.
Because pretty soon, it's going to be a Hyperloop connecting places that normally take hours to travel. It will only take minutes.
Yeah, so Virgin is planning on putting in a 6-mile test track. And it's supposed to be completed by the year of 2023, right?
Yes, sir.
And it's going to be employing 13,000 people in construction, which is amazing.
I mean, I just imagine how many jobs about to come, because it's like 150 to 200 engineers / technicians, and like you said, 13,000 construction workers.
Well, I mean, that's going to be all different types, too. So, I mean, you think if the place that they're building it in doesn't have enough hotels, then they're going to be bringing construction jobs for the hotels to put people in, and then the towns are going to need bigger places for people to go grocery shopping.
It's going to be a catch-22 because it's going to be a good thing because that's bringing so many people there. And then realistically, when the jobs end, everybody going to leave the towns again.
Well, that'll be the good thing is hopefully that if they can prove that the track is good enough as it starts, then those people that are already employed there can hopefully keep moving with it. Like, half of the people can go north and the other half of the people can go south, and then they can hire people to expand it east and west.
Well, see, I think once they go to more cities and states, it's going to hire more and more people.
Yeah, but it's like I was telling Phantom whenever we were discussing this before the podcast, I was saying, I feel like their biggest hurdle is going to be the fact that the U.S. government actually owns a lot of the train tracks, and that they're going to be trying to probably delay them to stop them from taking over all of the travel, which is my biggest fear, because this would be great. How this would make life so much easier to be able to hop on something and go from, Florida to New York in under 2 or 3 hours, and maybe with an hour of getting through TSA.
I mean, also, it's going to travel up to 600 to 670 miles per hour. So, I mean, to me, I feel like this is going to kill the airplane business, the bus business, the actual cargo train business. Because if I know that I could get some cargo, especially the way Amazon ship and stuff, if I could get cargo from LA to my my Washington D.C. Center in like less than 2-3 hours, it's gonna be so much better than having to fly. It take like 6-7 hours, then unloading it.
Yeah, very true. I didn't even think about the whole Amazon thing and them being able to ship that fast, because that would save them a bunch of money. I
mean, I could already see Amazon just investing in this just for their own private lines.
Yeah, I could see a lot of companies doing that. I mean, if the U.S. government was smart, that's what they should do.
I mean, if I was the U.S. government, I would try to own this, pretty much buy this out and try to have this idea myself.
Nah, if I was them, honestly, I would try my hardest to sell Amtrak and just be like, hey, we'll sell you the rights and you can have all this pre-existing lines and just slowly take them over and build right next to them.
I mean, you could build on top of them, really.
But then they'd cancel it out and you wouldn't be able to use them. That's why I said maybe right next to them.
Well, I feel like, let's be honest, this going to be magnetic compared to on the ground. Now, it's going to be a lot of test runs to make sure it don't fall, but every year it's about 7 to I want to say 25 or 50. I was looking it up, sorry. 7 to 50. We just going to say 50 train accidents with this magnetic system, it may cancel out like all train accidents except 0.1%.